Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Sozay from Los Angeles, and you're chilling on cheappop.com.
Nice. So you just finished a show, your first time playing in New York, your Irving Plaza touring with House of Pain. How was it? How did it feel?
It was great, man. It was great. The crowd was very responsive to what we were bringing here, and I think that you know, being the birthplace of hip hop, for me it was kind of like a Muslim paying homage, you know, going to Mecca. You know what I mean? And it's something I've always wanted to do, and to get that response, and you know, I think that in New York that they can appreciate the kind of the style of hip hop that I perform. I think they appreciate it a lot out here because it's kind of my music. I think reflects a lot of the East Coast, you know, foundation of hip hop, the early stuff. So that's a lot of my inspiration comes from acts like Eric B. and Rakim, you know, Cool G Rap, DJ Polo, some of the people I named on stage. Those are really people that I idolize. Of course, being from LA, I was really into NWA, but you know, it was awesome, man. It was great to come out here and get the love from the people, and you know, so now all that's left is get some NY hoes, man, and take them back to the room and see what's up with that.
So there's a couple good candidates out here.
Yes, there is.
So one of the other bands that you listen to, aside from NWA, that you listened to early on was Metallica. Did you ever think about like growing your hair out and starting a thrash band?
You know, yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I was real into like punk and metal. I mean, I still am, but you know, hip hop was, because it was like so brand new, you know, it was just amazing. Like when I first was introduced to it, it was unbelievable what they were talking about, the music itself, because there was like a mystique to it. I didn't know about the samplers and, you know, synthesizers and all the whatever they were using to make the music. I didn't know about that. You know, I knew about guitars, I knew about, you know, drums and stuff like that. So I understood how the other music was made. And I didn't know for years, you know, probably until I was in my teens. I didn't really understand it. So there was definitely a mystique behind it, and the culture itself, you know, especially because it began as more of a, you know, inner city art form, and then it spread outward. You know, I grew up in a suburban, middle class beach community in Los Angeles, so, you know, to see that and kind of like be introduced to that, and it's just all new to me, man, and it was, you know, very intriguing.
Can you remember the first rhyme you ever wrote?
Yeah, I was 11. I don't remember the words, but I remember writing it, and I was trying to copy basically the same mentality that like NWA had, even though I knew absolutely nothing about what they were saying. And I wrote it, and I remember leaving it laying around, and my mom found it, and she was fucking flew off the handle, you know, like, what the fuck is this shit, you know, and I was just like, you know, whatever. But yeah, I remember doing that, and just kind of picked up from there. You know, I was always into writing as a kid, and it just evolved, man. You know, I started, you know, saying, you know what, maybe I can really do this. And I'd say I was about 19, and I started writing, you know, songs, and people were actually like, dude, that's actually pretty good. And then it got better and better and better. And got to the point where people were like, hey, that's really good, you know. And so, you know, I love it, man. I wouldn't have it in. I feel empty when I don't write. I have to write. I haven't been able to write. Yeah, I haven't been able to write since I was on tour, and it's driving me crazy. You know, I've been memorizing all these different, you know, rhymes in my head, and just getting ready to write them because I haven't had any time. You know, a lot of people think there's a lot of like partying and like all this spare time. Like, you know, we maybe when you have a bus and you're the headliner, but when you're the opener and you know there's 4 guys in a 15-passenger van and it's loaded with luggage and merch and you're hauling a trailer and you're taking turns driving, and by the time you get to the next stop, you just, you know, you're done, it's kaput, man. So
yeah, you unfortunately have to spend your free time with the camera in your face.
yeah, well, no, it's good. I mean,
No,
I know. I think it's great that people have been taking their time out, you know, over the past year for interviews like this. You know, it obviously helps what I'm trying to do, get it out to other people. You know, I'm really grateful. Every day I wake up, man, it's like surreal. You know, I wake up, especially this last month since we've been on tour, it's surreal, man. Like I wake up in a different city every day, and I have a show every day in a different city, and doing an interview, you know, for a few people, and it's just like, you know, I just feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate. Everything's going really well for me right now. I just broke into the Billboard Top 10 for unsigned artists.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and I'm the only hip-hop act in the top 10. So I feel really good about that. You know, we'll see what happens.